Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP Sportscast. The Guyana Olympic Association would be joining the rest of the world on June 23 to observe Olympic Day. Stanford Howard opens our Sportscast.
Olympic Day is much more than just a sports event. It is a day for the world to get active, learn about Olympic values, and discover new sports. Based on the 3 pillars, move, learn, and discover, National Olympic Committee are organizing sports, culture, and educational activities throughout the world. The highlight of Olympic Day in Guyana will be the 10K walk, jog, run this Sunday, June 24th, where all are invited to participate. Start time is 6 a.m., and in order to participate, persons must be 10 years and older. The route of the race starts at the Thomas Land YMCA, Thomas Road, north onto Camp Street, east along Carifesta Avenue and the Rupert Craig Highway to turn into the vicinity of the access road Lilliandale. The course then continue west via Kitty Public Road, south into Vincentian Road, then east into Thomas Road to finish at the start line. Meanwhile, affiliates of the Guyana Olympic Association are also invited to organize activities to commemorate Olympic Day and the spirit of Olympism. Here is the list of the following activities being held to commemorate Olympic Day. For the HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
The National Sports Commission will continue its yearly program to get children to participate in sports during the July-August vacation. As the 2017-2018 school year comes to an end in early July, the Department of Sports has begun to introduce programs for children throughout the country to help them become more active in sports and hopefully expand the country's junior national player pool. The Director of Sports, Christopher Jones, called on parents to send children to these events, but they should not merely see it as a way of getting the children out of the house.
And I mean, we continuously every year, every time we do these vacation program, is impress upon parents and guardians that don't just see this as an opportunity to get the kids out of the house, but see it as them getting actively involved. I mean, we impressed upon having a healthy nation, and the only way that could be had is if we have active children. And starting them at that tender age is ideally what we need, because I mean, as they grow old in life, it prevents non-communicable diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. So it's very important.
Jones said many children who are active in sports tend to perform better academically. He also spoke of some of the programs that are in the pipeline for children to be involved in.
Yeah, okay, so there will be swimming, table tennis, cricket, circle tennis, volleyball, and in the outlying regions, particularly regions 1, 7, 8, and 9, there will be archery. You recall we recently read. So those coaches who have been trained and are now certified in archery, we will be conducting camps in those respective regions during the July-August vacation.
Once the program begins, parents will be able to visit the NSC's Homestretch Avenue office to fill application forms.
In regards to the other disciplines in Georgetown and so forth, there will be a call that will be made in the national newspapers, and all parents has to do is come and uplift the registration form, sign that up, and resubmit that.
Children being active in sports can help develop their mental health, physical health, and social skills. Sports not only aids children in their development process, but gives them the necessary skills to be successful later in life. For the HGP Sports, Colin Abrams. Stanford Howard will tell you now legal drama unfolds as Sri Lanka Cricket and the International Cricket Council at loggerheads over the ICC sanctions.
A legal battle is brewing between the lawyers of Sri Lanka Cricket and the International Cricket Council, after Sri Lanka Cricket decided to contest the ICC sanctions issued on Thursday. Following the draw second test match between Sri Lanka and West Indies in St. Lucia, ICC match referee Javal Shrestnath found Sri Lanka skipper Dinesh Chandramal guilty of tampering with the ball. Minutes later, the ICC announced that CEO David Richardson had charged Chandramal, head coach, and team manager of a more serious level 3 offense, which relates to conduct that is contrary to the spirit of the game. The Sri Lankans were charged for holding up play for 2 hours on the morning of day 3, after the umpires accused the Sri Lankan captain of ball tampering. Sri Lankan cricket were in discussions with the Sri Lankan side that is currently in Barbados, and late Wednesday night made a decision to contest the charge. That means the ICC will have to appoint a judicial commissioner to hear the case, and the trio will not be suspended from the third and final day and night test match in Barbados. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. And finally, matches continue in Group E and D as the first week of the FIFA World Cup Russia 2018 ends. On Friday, Game 1 was between Brazil and Costa Rica, with the Brazilian squad taking a 2-0 win over Costa Rica. Game 2 was a Nigeria versus Iceland showdown. Iceland went down to Nigeria 2-0. Ahmed Musa scored in the 49th and 75th minute. And the final game of the day was a battle of wits as Switzerland battled Serbia to a grueling 2-1 win. Nigeria emerged second in Group D, trailing Costa Rica, and Brazil leads Group E. And that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Remember, if your dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. Have an enjoyable weekend. Goodbye.